This list contains spoilers about Tales of the Jedi. Viewers have been celebrating a return to a galaxy far, far away thanks to Andor, and just now, they got an extra special boost of Star Wars content with the release of Tales of the Jedi. The animated series consists of 6 shorts showcasing fan favorites, Ahsoka Tano and Dooku, at pivotal moments in their lives in the Jedi Order. While Ahsoka's focused on her rise from Padawan introduced in Clone Wars to the noble rebel shown in Rebels, Dooku's journey detailed his descent to darkness. Though roughly only 16 minutes on average, each episode is rich with detail, emotional beats, and deep nuance. They fill in important holes in Ahsoka and Dooku's respective stories, and as such, many fans want more. There's currently no official word of a second season, but there's no shortage of desire for more animated Star Wars series and plenty of characters who'd shine in this format. From the early days in the High Republic like Yoda to the time after the Order's extinction with Rey, these are some of the many Jedi deserving of their own series of shorts in Tales of the Jedi. Qui-Gon Jinn. When Tales of the Jedi was first announced at Star Wars Celebration earlier this year, it was not only the fact that Ahsoka and Dooku were starring that drew fans' excitement. It was also for the fact that Liam Neeson would be returning to voice Qui-Gon Jinn. This additionally got fans more excited for him to appear in Obi-Wan Kenobi, which he finally did in the finale's final moments, garnering incredible finale reactions from viewers on Twitter. While the prequel trilogy and Episode 1, The Phantom Menace have been torn apart by viewers for years, there is a common consensus that Qui-Gon Jinn is a fantastic and interesting character. As the Maverick of the Jedi Order, a set of shorts for him in Tales of the Jedi would be a welcome sight for many. Like Ahsoka's, the show could showcase him as a Padawan training under Dooku, a Jedi Knight on a mission with young Obi-Wan before they ever head to Naboo, and/or his time learning how to become a Force ghost. Plus, it would be a great excuse for Liam Neeson to return again. Mace Windu. Dooku's shorts chose to detail his growing disillusionment with the Jedi Order and his fall to the dark side in comparison to another Jedi. In the first episode, it was Qui-Gon, and in the second, Mace Windu. Like Qui-Gon and Dooku, Mace is a beloved character introduced in the prequel trilogy, but he really came alive and cooler in the Clone Wars animated series. However, there is still so much fans don't know about him. Much of his story has been told in the comics, some of which could be adapted in Tales of the Jedi. Alternatively, it would be interesting to see his perspective on recognizable key moments throughout the films and Clone Wars, in particular, his growing distrust of Anakin and suspicion of Palpatine that led to his fight in Episode 3, The Revenge of the Sith. Plus, it could definitively silence the persisting fan theory that he survived the fight. Kanan Jarrus. An unexpected sight in Tales of the Jedi was a young Caleb Doom, or as most Rebels fans would know him, Kanan Jarrus. He was excitingly watching Ahsoka train with Tara Sinube in the 5th episode. This is Padawan Caleb's second appearance in a Star Wars show since the end of Rebels, with his inclusion in the series premiere of The Bad Batch. If they are going for a second series of shorts, he is a logical choice. These could further showcase his time as a Padawan and how he looked up to the likes of Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, while also establishing an even deeper connection with his master, Depa Billaba. Furthermore, it could feature the popular Ghost crew and some of their adventures together that weren't shown in Rebels. Several of them will be coming to live action in Ahsoka, so it seems fitting that Kanan could get some attention on the animated side, too. Ezra Bridger. Now that Ahsoka Tano is also part of the live-action world since The Mandalorian, there is one character fans were desperate to follow in her footsteps, Ezra Bridger. Much to fans' exultations on Twitter is that it is finally happening in Ahsoka, with Iman Esfandi taking on the role. If it could be done in time, it would be perfectly sublime for Ezra to get his own shorts in Tales of the Jedi to coincide with his arrival in Ahsoka. Importantly, this could show what happened to him, and in turn, Grand Admiral Thrawn, at the end of Rebels when the Purgles took them away to somewhere unknown. Like Kanan's, it could also show his life among the Ghost crew ahead of that finale, or his time even before he ran into any of them. Rey potential Tales of the Jedi protagonists needn't come solely from the established animated shows, but also from live action. As such, the perfect character to get that treatment is Rey. She has already appeared in animation in Galaxy of Adventures, but it would be cool to see her in this style of animation. Plus, Daisy Ridley could reprise to voice Rey again. Her early life as a scrapper and orphan on Jakku is still a mystery and thus ripe for exploration. More importantly, this could also show her new life following Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, whether she tries to start her own Jedi Order like Luke did or just went about with her life on her own. Yoda. Naturally, Yoda would make for a great protagonist in Tales of the Jedi simply for the fact that there's so much time it could cover. He was born nearly 900 years before the fall of the Empire in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, to mysterious people on a mysterious planet. With him, Yaddle, and now Grogu featuring in Star Wars series, their race's origin is one of the most desired secrets in the fandom zeitgeist. Yoda's stories in Tales of the Jedi could take place entirely outside the Skywalker saga, something many Star Wars fans are hoping the franchise will do. It could see him rise in authority within the Jedi Order and train all sorts of Padawan throughout the High Republic era, with a focus on how he outlives them all and what that does to his spirit. However, it would also be very cool to see what he got up to on Dagobah centuries later. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like Yoda, another popular and logical choice for a main protagonist is Obi-Wan Kenobi. There is still no official confirmation that Obi-Wan Kenobi is getting a second season, though early reports following the finale over the summer suggested that it might. Whether that happens or not, he could do well with episodes in Tales of the Jedi. The show could pick up where Obi-Wan Kenobi leaves off, with him going off to train with Qui-Gon Jinn once again. This would also finally give fans the opportunity to see the mission he and Qui-Gon went on to Mandalore, where he met Duchess Satine Kryze to showcase their love story. Yaddle. One of the best characters to appear in Tales of the Jedi is Yaddle. She was first introduced in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, as Yoda's female counterpart on the Jedi High Council, yet she was gone by the time of Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, with no mention of whatever happened to her. Tales of the Jedi finally answers those questions, showing her noble attempt to stop Darth Sidious and his new apprentice, Count Dooku. While she died from that encounter, Yaddle made such a strong showing that she is more than deserving of her own series of shorts. It would not only allow viewers to appreciate her more and understand her history, but it would also keep Bryce Dallas Howard in the picture since she voiced her. Jocasta Nu. Yaddle is not the only underrated Jedi who deserves more appreciation from casual fans. There is also Jocasta Nu. She is far more than the Jedi Archive's chief librarian. In fact, she fought against Darth Vader after Order 66, though sadly falling to the new Sith Lord. Giving Jocasta her own series of shorts in the second season might surprise many fans, so it might be better to do it down the line, but if they keep featuring her in them, interest will grow. This would allow for more exploration into the logistics and organization of the Jedi Order while delving into her own history, especially her interest in archiving important artifacts. Barriss Offee Dooku numbers among the Lost 20 Jedi Masters who chose to leave the Jedi Order of their own accord. Their stories are shrouded in mystery, but there are even more Jedi who were expelled and/or fell to the dark side, including Barriss Offee. When she is first introduced, she is the loyal and pragmatic Padawan to Luminara Unduli who becomes a dear friend to Ahsoka. However, Barriss, like Dooku, became disillusioned and succumbed to the darkness, bombing the Jedi Temple and blaming it on Ahsoka. Barriss is not heard from after that, so her fate following the Order's end is still unknown. Her story deserves to be told, and Tales of the Jedi is the perfect vessel to do so. Specifically, it would be fascinating to witness whether she ever felt remorse or tried to mend her broken spirit, and of course, whether she survived Order 66 and/or fell to the dark side fully.